Well, hello from not on the Appalachian Trail, but not far from it. We are actually in the town of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, which is next to Port Clinton. We arrived here yesterday and had a planned hotel stay at the Micro Inn that's actually in Hamburg. So that's like 2 miles from the AT. And so when I'm actually shooting this video is actually during the time of the awful Canadian fires, which were bringing the air, the smoke from the fires down through New York and Pennsylvania. And when we woke up this morning, the level of smoke in the air was at a very extreme hazardous level, and they were urging people to stay inside. And so we decided to turn our Nero into a full zero and stay another night at the hotel and just kind of, follow instructions to stay indoors. We did not feel safe going back out into the mountains. In fact, when we looked out towards the mountains that we just came from, we couldn't see them because there was so much smoke in the air that you couldn't even see the mountains. It just looked totally like a whiteout. So anywho, so I am at the hotel right now, and my son is down at the pub restaurant that's actually attached to the hotel, which is going to have open mic night tonight. So I am also going to head down there pretty soon. But I thought it was a perfect time to shoot a short video because I just picked up a resupply box, and I had a bunch of y'all asking me to share some of the nutrition-based things that I am pretty adamant about taking on the Appalachian Trail. I have some of them here with me. Some of them I could talk about separately. But the first thing I want to make very clear is that by no way at all do I accept sponsorships? Am I being sponsored to talk about any of the things that I'm about to do? In fact, I get very annoyed by that because myself, if I go to watch a YouTube video to get some feedback or somebody to share about something that's working from them, I want to know that it's honestly coming from their personal experience using it, and not in any way, shape, or form modified because of any type of sponsorship. So I just wanted to share some of the things that I'm actually using out here on the Appalachian Trail that I believe are really helping me. I do go to grocery stores, I do go shop at Walmarts and get like other miscellaneous items, but my daughter sends me resupply boxes every so often just for some items that I cannot usually find on trail that I really enjoy. So I think what I'm going to first start with is some of the bars. I share these in some of my videos, these Pro bars. I really like this particular brand. They are higher in calories. They are plant-based, but they're a whole superfood. And this particular one has 9 grams of protein. They have a bunch of different flavors. I happen to really like this one here called Superfood Slam. Is one of my favorites. It has 10 grams of protein. I usually will have a Pro bar for breakfast, and that is the first thing that I'll have. And then along with the Pro bar, I usually have one of these. That's It bars. And people who know me well know that I am a huge fanatic about pineapple. It is the only known fruit in the entire world that contains a powerful digestive enzyme called bromelain. And so when I am not eating fresh pineapple all the time, every day back at home, I am on trail eating this That's It bar, which has 1 apple and 1/4 of pineapple. So I order these on Amazon. I order the Pro bars on Amazon. Sometimes I order the Pro bars directly from the company because they have like discounts. But you can also get the That's It bars at Costco. They have like the smaller size, and they have all different kinds of flavors. So, but out here, it's just a nice, fresh, like to have some fruit along with the Pro bar in the morning for breakfast. Another bar that I mix up in the mornings is Bobos. We're a big fan of Bobos. Again, they're plant-based, but they have all different kinds of really great flavors. They're an oat bar, so they're kind of heavier. I limit these. Maybe I'll have her send like 2 of them because too many of them makes your pack really heavy, but they do really fill you up. It's a lot of oats, so it's really great in the morning for breakfast. So those are like breakfast. And usually throughout the day for snacks, I'll have like Cliff bars, those types of bars in between during the day. So, and then the other thing I have during the day strategically are these honey stingers. Love these. In fact, I could tell you right now that when I have a honey stinger before a big climb, I could actually feel the energy from this honey stinger waffle. So I have the salted caramel and the cinnamon. And yeah, so this is actually really good for some added energy before some of the big climbs, or if it's just like later in the day. So it's not necessarily that you're getting the protein, but the honey is actually giving some of the sugar and the energy there. ProBar also makes a straight up protein bar. Again, they're a little heavier, but this is something that I usually will have, again, my daughter send like maybe 2 of those, so like not too many, because again, it'll weight your pack down, but it has 20 grams of protein. So on our longer days, like if we're doing a 24-mile day, 21-mile day, I definitely am going to have a bar that has a lot heavier amount of protein in it. I also do like the Gatorade makes a protein bar. It has like got Crispies in it, so it's not just that nugget flavor, and that one also has a lot of protein. So I don't have one here, but those you can get at any store is the Gatorade. But I really like this Pro Bar one too. So when I order the Pro meals, I usually get some of those Pro Bars as well. So the other thing that I get from the Pro Bar company that I am a huge fan of, that I use here out on the Appalachian Trail, are these Bolt. It's called Bolt, and they are energy chews. They have an amazing assortment of electrolytes and carbohydrates. These are, again, a little bit heavier, so she'll usually send me 2 or 3 of them that I'll keep in my pack. On hot days, these are amazing. On long days, these are amazing. I usually save these until 3/4 of the way through the day, and then I'll have it again before a big climb, or if I feel like I'm really getting fatigued. And it just is full of so many B vitamins. It just really is a high quality organic energy chew is what it says on here, and it is correct. So that is that. Again, not sponsored by the Pro Bar company. I just happen to really be a huge fan of the quality of their bars and those chews. So, okay. So then separately, I would like to talk about electrolytes. It is crucial that you bring electrolytes out on this trail, because this is very strenuous. You're going to get hot days, you're going to get cold days, you're going to do giant climbs, you're going to do huge descents, you're going to do unexpected extra miles, and you really need to make sure that you have electrolytes nearly in every single bottle of water that you're drinking, because you should be constantly drinking out here. I have run into too many hikers that are actually dehydrated out on the trail who do not carry electrolytes. And I am a marathon runner, triathlete. I've been doing performance sports my entire life, and it is crucial that you continue to replace the salts, the potassium, magnesium, all the things that you lose when you're sweating and doing these exercises. So this is where I'm the most picky, and that's why I wanted to just share what I have out here. I'll share in order here. So my number one, I do not want to go without one of these a day, is Zip Fizz. I have been taking Zip Fizz for 20 years. You can get these at Costco, Sam's Club. You can order them on Amazon, and the electrolyte and B content in here is outstanding. There is 0 sugar. It is a very impressive lineup of ingredients in here, and it is absolutely my go-to. I am from Florida. I'm used to working out in extreme heat weather, and this saves me every time. So I am a huge fan of Zip Fizz. I make sure I have one a day. I don't usually drink coffee out here on the trail just because we're usually up and out early. It does have a little bit of caffeine, not a lot, and so I usually use it as my morning first drink out of the day. You can have more than one a day, so if we are doing an obscene amount of miles or it's just super, super hot, I may have one later in the day, but usually I just have one of these a day. And then in between, I'd say my second most important electrolyte I've been using out here is the liquid IVs. And these are also really great nutrition content for electrolytes replacement. And this does not have caffeine. So that is why we usually have one Zip Fizz, and then we supplement more of like this type of electrolyte in between. And then sometimes you just need a little extra sugar. So I do carry these Gatorade packets. I don't have these every day. I may have one like every other day where I just feel like I need a little bit of sugar. There's just something in here that's just a little bit, different. It's just like, it's a little heavy to this packet. So I only carry about maybe 2 of those with me at a time, because you can get Gatorade like if you go to a gas station. If there's Trail Magic, a lot of people have Gatorade. So, but just sometimes you just need the extra sugar, where these other electrolyte packets don't have sugar. So I carry a couple of those. And then I really like this one here. It weighs absolutely nothing, and I haven't seen anybody carry these. This is called Dr. Price's Electrolyte Mix Super Hydration Formula. And they are so thin and so light, and there isn't even a lot in here. It says 0 sugar, 72 trace minerals and electrolytes. And I actually have been passing some of these out to hikers on the trail too, but I really like these. So this is the third, or I guess technically fourth one that I mix up in my fanny pack and I carry with me, and I have throughout the day. So this way you're not having the same one all the time. There's different ingredients in each one, but they're all really good quality. Lastly, and I don't want to forget to mention, I also do carry a small bag of salt. These are like electrolyte salt, in a pill form. And when I was competing in triathlons or running marathons, I would always keep these with me, because you can't always, be carrying water and drinks. So I've been carrying these around because there's been a couple of times where it has been so hot, like when we were in Virginia, and you can only drink some. It's almost like your body needed like even more salt replacement and electrolyte replacement. So I would take like 2 of these along with water and along with my other electrolytes, but just to like super replace it. So I don't carry that many. I just have like maybe 15 of them in here, and I'll take 2 at a time, and I only have really used them 3 times so far, but I'm carrying them for when it gets like really warm. Again, it's kind of like that backup electrolyte replacement, so you're never stuck being in a dangerous level of dehydration out on the trail. So that is the majority of my things that I think I want to share. I already shared before, but I'll share one more time because they're sitting in front of me, is these Mighty mushroom vegetable broths that have 7 grams of protein. And I just mix them either in hot water as some extra nutrition and protein, or I love to mix them in the ramen noodles, because if you look at the back of those, they literally have very little nutrition in them, but they're easy to pack out, they're popular with hikers, but like, why not just add this to the broth, and now you're like making it so much healthier, and it weighs nothing. It's like these little packets. So super huge fan of that. But other than that, those are like the main things. The rest of the things I usually get at grocery stores, but I thought maybe it'd be helpful for you all to kind of see what are some of my more performance based. I think the only other things I would want to mention that I do at nighttime is I carry magnesium citrate supplements. I take 2 of those a night before I go to bed. And I also am a huge fan of Green Vibrance, like green drink powder. At home, I take it every single day. I'm a huge just fan of green drink in general. Like, I make fresh green drinks. I love green juices. But being on the trail, I knew that I wanted to continue to take Green Vibrance. It's loaded with probiotics and just like, again, a very impressive lineup of green vegetables and all kinds of other things. So, but they sell it in a pill form. So I don't have any in front of me, but I bought the pill form. And again, I just have like my daughter send, maybe a little packet of 20 at a time in a resupply box. And I take 2 to 3 of those every evening before bed, along with multivitamin. So that's my evening ritual, is magnesium, green vibrance, and a multivitamin before bed. And then I just shared with you some of my more main performance-based electrolytes and protein bars. And then, like I said, in between all these, I have, you know, Snickers bars and a couple bags of chips and, you know, like everybody else, but I just make sure that, you know, I have enough of the main things are covered, and then everything else is kind of filling in the gaps. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions at all, please just let me know in the comments. I'm happy to answer any other questions if you're curious about anything else that I might be carrying out here. So thanks, and have a good day.